What's going on today, YouTube? Probably wondering what you're looking at. Well, it is my homemade, and when I say homemade, I mean homemade. This is as crude. That's a word. This is as crude as it gets. It's a homemade hdtv antenna that works like any that you'll buy in the store. Now, it's real complicated, as you can see. I'm going to give you an up-close look at it here. I'm trying not to shake the camera too much because, when I watch videos and the camera's shaking, I almost just turn the videos off. But I don't think the people know how to use the stabilize option in YouTube. But there's a stabilize option that does it automatically for you. But of course, that's a whole nother video. All you're looking at here is my homemade high-definition antenna. Now, a lot of people don't realize this, but if you have one of those old-style antennas people used to put on their roof, that's actually a high-definition antenna. All high-definition did was they made it so you had to have more antennas. It took more volume of antenna to capture that signal. Basically, that's all it is. That's why your rabbit ears, people used to have those rabbit ears. Well, if you multiplied those rabbit ears by, of course, look right here, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. You'd have high def. It just multiplied it 3 or 4 times. It multiplied the signal, and if you capture that signal 3 or 4 times worth, you got high def. It's just a more higher ratio signal is all it is. So as you can see, this high def is made from washers, clothes hangers, and a 2-foot board, real thin board, and I still got to file off those nails. They're kind of sharp, and some nails that you get from the hardware store. Total cost of this to make. I already had the board. Of course, I had the hangers. I had the. There's no fancy measurement to make. I think there's somebody that makes a video on how to do this whole thing, and they measure it all fancy and everything, and this and that, and yeah. This still works even when most of these things are bent going one way or the other. So don't worry about it. What makes it work is this little thing that I'm showing my age here, but. I hate to do that, man. This thing is you used to have to put this on your old style TVs, old fashioned TVs. Isn't that amazing? Technology has gotten so unbelievably crazy now, and you have to go back to old school just to make yourself a high definition antenna, unless you want to go buy one and have that little box sitting there, and you're not going to get any more channels than you get here. This I got it at Radio Shack. You can get them in any store, I think. All it is it has those openings where you can put it underneath the screw, as you can see. One there and one there. Put it screw this onto any coax for if you have you used to have your cable TV. All this is just basically. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 coat hangers, all spaced out. They're spaced out about a finger length apart, if you can see that there. A little more than a finger length. I'd say a finger length and maybe half my hand there, maybe going to about right in the middle there. I can't show you my watch. Anyway, yeah, first you put those on, cut some hangers, and this, you can see those hangers are they're about a hand length. That's all they are for each side. So you put some washers in there and screw and put your hanger underneath there. They say you have to take a file and file that off so it's all metal, but it still works. You don't really even have to do that. As you can see right there, I've almost done one where I shaved off a little bit of it there, but I don't really think you need to do this. The weird thing is, to do this, you have to you take a longer hanger that you have, and you cross them. You go all the way up to here, to your top ones, go to all three of your top ones, and then bring it down to your bottom one again. So they just all it does is crisscross. As you can see, this one's just going to go up here, and then it's going to go to these three, and then it's going to just crisscross to the other bottom one. So I guess maybe that crisscross pattern makes it a signal a little better. But boy, that's it, guys. That's what I've got for your first video for today. I thought it was kind of ingenious. I saw it on, I can't remember where the heck I even saw this at, some website or something. You know, always searching the internet for ideas. That's kind of what you got to do. I remember when the government was paying people to, they'd give you a coupon. You could go and sign up on a website, and they'd give you $15 off. Heck, the thing still cost you $40. My channel, I wasn't about to even think about paying that much for that. I knew there was a cheaper way. All I had to do is research, because what? Knowledge is power. Just like I tell you, knowledge is saving money. The statement, knowledge is saving money, is... I just can't say it enough. I'm going to have a t-shirt printed on it because, the more you figure out, the more knowledge you have, and get out there and do it, and figure out different ways to make money, income that just comes to you, even income when you sleep. Boy, the internet makes... they're making 25-year-old millionaires now because, it's making people, people money while they sleep. Some people make $200-300 just while they sleep, because people are going to their shops and their internet shops and their ads and this and that, and their ClickBanks and their other banks, and they're buying their ebooks and this book and that book, which you guys worry, my ebook will be coming out pretty soon. I'm going to save you guys all kinds of money. You're not going to believe the money you save. Anyway, that's it, guys. This is just a kind of a little tricky part to find right here, but it just goes clicking on one end here and clicking screw it on one end there and screw it on one end there, and it's kind of a little novelty piece. I kind of like to show people. They crack up every time they see it, but so easy to make. Go make it yourself. These, as you can see, if you're worried about how far apart those are, well, there you go. It's almost a whole hand apart, as you can see. And yeah, my hand ain't that big, but 2-foot board I had laying around, hangers, washers, screws. Get yourself a high-def antenna. End of story. If you can see this in HD, it's because of this high-def antenna. That means subscribe. I have to say that because everybody else does anyway. That's it, guys. Remember, penny saved. Save it. Save it. You know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen a week from now. You might need to get, who knows? You might need money for anything. Stuff's expensive nowadays. You gotta find ways to cut costs any way you can. Well, here's your way. Anyway, I babbled on too much. Till my next video, I'll get underneath the car pretty soon. That's about it. Signing off.